Reality also coming in the Russian collusion story. I mean, this is a big deal. Attorney General Bill Barr has tapped the top federal prosecutor in Connecticut to study the origins of the 2016 counterintelligence investigation that conducted spying on people affiliated with the Trump campaign. This guy is named John Durham. He's a Connecticut U.S. attorney. He's helping Barr look at the early stages of the FBI investigating this, and they're going to check out all of James Comey's very suspicious sounding ideas. And Durham is a guy who's used to this. He's done it in a bipartisan way. During the Clinton administration, he was asked to probe the FBI's use of organized crime, how they dealt with Whitey Bulger. I'm sure many of you know that story about how they gave Bulger all this leeway. They made a movie about it with Johnny Depp, where they gave him all this leeway to do stuff, and Bulger just went about killing people and playing the FBI. He investigated that. He was also sent to investigate the destruction of videotapes made by certain CIA interrogations of terrorism suspects. So he's worked for both sides, investigating our intelligence community. We should not do, I think, what the Dems did, what the Democrats did with the Russian story, where we leap to judgment and we build up the idea that here, coming down the pike, Obama is going to prison, Comey's going to prison. I'm very suspicious, and I'm especially suspicious of a press that is not suspicious. When in the world did our press, our modern everyday journalists, when did they suddenly become completely incurious about the abuses of the FBI and the CIA? I mean, this is what they've been running us down with for 1,000 years. All the Bourne Identity movies are about how evil is our intelligence service because they sent out Matt Damon to kill people. You know, I mean, that's all that has been their narrative all this time. And suddenly the FBI sends spies in to surveil Donald Trump and his team. And it's like, I don't see anything. Isn't it okay? You know, they're going to make a movie in which Matt Damon plays James Comey. I mean, he'll suddenly be the hero. So that is, to me, appalling. And I think we should look into it. And I'm highly suspicious. And I've said I'm highly suspicious. But we don't know yet. And I don't want to do what the Democrats and the Democrat press did with the Russian collusion story, where we convict them before it comes through. It's possible. I mean, Ben has made the argument that it's possible that they had good reason to do this. I don't see it. I don't see why they just didn't warn Trump that this might be happening. But let's find out. I was very happy to see Rod Rosenstein hit back against James Comey. Remember yesterday we played that clip of James Comey saying that Rosenstein, or Stein, I don't know if it was Rosenstein or Rosenstein, Rosenstein was not a strong man, and Trump was eating his soul. So Rod Rosenstein was making a speech in Baltimore, and he hit back on that.
So I do not blame the former director for being angry. I would be too if I were in his shoes. But now the former director seems to be acting as a partisan pundit, selling books and earning speaking fees while speculating about the strength of my character and the fate of my immortal soul. I kid you not. That is disappointing. Speculating about souls is not a job for police and prosecutors.
But he doesn't understand. James Comey, what used to be part of the FBI, now he's a saint. Now he has been elevated to the highest heavens of sanctimony and imperturbable righteousness, and now he has the right to talk about Rod Rosenstein's soul. He went on to say this. He said, the clearest mistake the director made was his decision to hold a press conference about an open case, reveal his recommendation, and discuss details about the investigation without the consent of the prosecutors and the attorney general. He chose to send a letter to the Congress on the eve of the election stating that he was really calling him out for this stuff, that one of the candidates was under criminal investigation, expecting that letter to be released immediately to the public. Those actions were not within the range of reasonable decisions. They were inconsistent with our goal of communicating to all FBI employees that they should respect the attorney general's role, refrain from disclosing information about criminal investigations, avoid disparaging uncharged persons, and above all, not take unnecessary steps that could influence an election. I mean, all of this stuff is really hard-boiled. It sounds also like what Mueller did, basically, when he refused to recommend whether Trump should be charged with obstruction of justice. Again, we shouldn't convict, but it is nice to see reality suddenly rising up. It's nice to see a guy like Rod Rosenstein, who's been attacked by both sides, speaking out against James Comey, who is just putting forward this obviously false, obviously absurd narrative about his own sanctimonious perfection, and the press sitting there with these gobsmacked looks of absolute incurious stupidity about the FBI investigating a political campaign. Those facts now are catching up.